Eris had always felt out of place in her quiet village of Estern, nestled in the shadow of the imposing Drakian peaks. She spent her days working in her family's small shop, but her nights were plagued by vivid dreams, soaring through the skies on a powerful dragon, a sensation so real it left her breathless each morning. One fateful evening, during the annual festival to honor the ancient dragon riders, Eris wandered to the edge of the forest near her village. A strange pull led her to an overgrown clearing where a massive, glowing crystal stood. As she reached out to touch it, the world shifted. Visions of dragons, battles, and a bond so deep it transcended time flooded her mind. The voice of an elderly woman startled her from her trance. "You've been chosen, child," said Lyra, the village elder, her eyes alight with recognition. "You are the reincarnation of Illyra, the last dragon rider. The world has waited for your return." Lyra explained the truth. Centuries ago, dragon riders had protected the land of Drakoria, forging bonds with their dragon partners to maintain peace and harmony. But an ancient enemy, the Shadow Legion, had risen, and the bond between riders and dragons was broken. The dragons retreated to the peaks, their hearts shattered by betrayal. Now the Shadow Legion was stirring again, threatening to plunge Drakoria into darkness. "You must awaken your dragon," Lyra said gravely. "The bond will restore hope to our world." Eris was overwhelmed, her practical mind struggling to accept the fantastical story. Yet deep inside, she felt the truth of it. The dreams had been a warning, a call to action. With Lyra as her guide, Eris ventured into the Drakian peaks to seek her destined dragon. Along the way, she learned to unlock fragments of Illyra's memories, gaining insight into the sacred bond between dragon and rider. She faced treacherous terrain, harsh weather, and the lurking threat of Shadow Legion scouts. Finally, in a hidden valley bathed in moonlight, Eris discovered a massive dragon encased in crystal, a majestic creature with scales like molten gold and eyes that glimmered like molten amber. This was Kaelthar, the heart of the skies, Illyra's dragon. As she approached, Kaelthar's crystal prison cracked, and his booming voice filled her mind. "You've returned at last, Illyra, but you are not who you once were. Are you worthy of our bond?" Eris hesitated, but then stepped forward, her voice steady. "I may not be Illyra, but I will fight for this world. Show me how to prove myself." Kaelthar challenged Eris to prove her worth through 3 trials. The first tested her courage. She had to face a fearsome illusion of the Shadow Legion's leader, a shadowy figure known as Malachar. Though terrified, Eris held her ground, refusing to flee. The second trial tested her compassion. Kaelthar conjured an injured creature, and Eris had to decide whether to help it despite the danger of being exposed to a real Shadow Scout. Her choice to risk her safety solidified her resolve. The final trial tested her trust in the bond. Kaelthar lifted her high into the sky and let her fall. Eris had to trust in their connection, knowing the dragon would catch her. As Kaelthar swooped in, she felt their souls align, a surge of power flowing through her. "Well done," Kaelthar rumbled. "You are not Illyra, but you are worthy. Our bond is forged anew." Eris and Kaelthar returned to the village, their bond igniting hope among the people. News of the dragon riders' return spread, rallying nearby villages and even awakening other dormant dragons. Eris trained relentlessly, learning to harness her newfound connection with Kaelthar and unlock Illyra's ancient knowledge. As the Shadow Legion advanced, Eris discovered Malachar's true goal, an ancient artifact called the Ebon Shard, which would grant him dominion over all dragons. Determined to stop him, Eris led an army of villagers, rebels, and awakened dragons into battle. The final confrontation took place in the heart of the Drakian peaks. Malachar, wielding dark magic, unleashed a massive shadow beast to destroy them. Eris and Kaelthar fought with unwavering determination, their bond giving them an edge. Together, they channeled a powerful burst of light magic that shattered the Ebon Shard and banished Malachar and his minions back into the void. With the Shadow Legion defeated, peace returned to Drakoria. Eris was hailed as a hero, but she knew her journey was only beginning. She vowed to rebuild the Dragon Rider's legacy, ensuring the bond between humans and dragons would never be broken again. Kaelthar, now her constant companion, reminded her, "You are not just the reincarnation of Illyra. You are Eris, the one who chose to rise. Together, we are stronger than the past." Under Eris's leadership, dragons and humans began to forge new bonds, creating a future filled with hope and unity. And though her life would never be ordinary, Eris found joy in her destiny, knowing she had answered the call of the dragon's heart.